Hey guys, it's Marco from justmy2copper.org as well as the fabulous 20kLeveling.com gold guide. Today I am selling all the crap that was left over at the end of the last expansion when Wrath of the Lich King ended and Cataclysm began. A lot of people dumped old world items, leveling items, stuff that everyone would need right about now in the expansion, and I snatched them all up. All that stuff that you thought was probably worthless, like Frostweave cloth, Borean leather, Serenite bars, Serenite ore. Titanium not so much. That's not that valuable anymore. It's not really used for leveling. But stuff like Infinite Dust, Greater Cosmic Essences, and then not to mention all the crap from Burning Crusade. Because you know what? Old world mats are a little bit easier to get now, but Burning Crusade mats, whew, those are tough to get. There's none on the auction house. They're selling great. And here you see me selling a bunch of crap. I didn't turn the video on right away. I was kind of getting back into WoW after not playing for a month. I've been working on the guide and stuff and really just haven't had time to really actually play for the enjoyment of playing. And I got through a couple batches of mail and then I went, oh crap, maybe I should film this. So I'm filming the tail end of this. I've got like, I can't really read it right now. I think I was at like 6K or something when I started filming this. And it gets up a little bit higher than that. But it was a decent number of sales. It was like 200 or 300 sales. So, I mean, not too shabby. It's all crap that I've been saving up for months now, just sitting in my banks. I got a lot more still, and I'm just unloading it like crazy. And I wanted to tell you guys, if you have a bank alt and you weren't like really stockpiling or anything, but you happen to have just an old character from Wrath of the Lich King left over, maybe even Burning Crusade if you're just coming back now, sell your crap, especially the lower level stuff for that particular expansion. I'm gonna yawn. Excuse me, sorry. Isn't that wonderful? I'm so pro at this YouTube thing. All those podcasts have made me poor at this. But anyway, back to the topic. Spider Silk is one of those items on the auction house right now that is really rare, and the reason for that is they got rid of like half the mobs that dropped Spider Silk. And now there's only a handful of them that actually drop them. You can look it up on Wowhead. If you go to the back of 20kLeveling to the farming spots, if you do a search on that page for Spider Silk, you'll find the spot for Spider Silk as well as my favorite spot for thick Spider Silk. And as you can see by this shot here, there's none on the auction house. There's really not. People who are leveling, they do like 1 or 2 quests for these spiders, and that's it. And most people who are leveling don't really think to get that stuff. Netherweave cloth, it's pretty good right now in terms of the exchange from cloth to bags. A stack of cloth plus 50 silver equals a bag. You're making about 6 to 7 gold every time on my server at least, and the bags go up in price on the weekends a lot when people make new tunes. Infinite Dust is slowly creeping back up. It'll creep up throughout the expansion. Eventually I predict it to go to like 6 to 9 gold a piece. Borean leather is doing great. There's none in the auction house. I would suspect that the Worgen would have more Borean leather because they all are basically going to be skinners. It's just so easy because their claws count as a skinning knife, and I think they might even get a bonus to skinning while they're leveling. So I would assume Alliance would have more, and that it would be tougher competition on the Horde side for alchemy items because goblins have an easier time leveling alchemy. But I wanted to show you just a couple things here as well with enchanting. I just emptied some stuff out of my guild bag. It's a little chaotic in my bags, but I got a decent number of recipes on the left-hand side of the screen there. And I actually have an add-on called Skillet, and I also use APM to normally sell these things. But right now, just to show you, I'm shift-clicking them so you can actually see the individual prices of them. And I'm just manually posting 2 of each because I usually don't sell more than 1 or 2 of every one, so I'm not going to flood the auction house. But all of these things I bought for 5 gold a piece when people were power leveling at the start of Cataclysm, and in a lot of ways they're still power leveling, enchanting, and dumping recipes on the auction house, and they're going for really cheap. But some of them are starting to get ahead of the pack, and they're starting to rise in price, so I'm selling those off and holding on to the others. Some of them may never get to more than the cost of the mats, but when these were going for 5 gold a piece, I mean, especially like Dodge, oh, that's so good. And you can also get enchant stamina to bracers and a lot of other Wrath of the Lich King enchants that are selling very well right now. And dream shards are still really cheap, so you can buy those and get the recipes for cheap in Dalaran. So anyway, those are my tips for today. I gave you a bunch because I've been gone for a while. Getting back into the swing of things. Good luck and have fun, guys. Remember, I make your lives less boring.